Being a naturally inquisitive individual certainly contributed to Adam Pahlavan being selected as a Regeneron STS 2017 National Scholar. He is devoted to his family and is an inspiration to his younger sisters and brother. Adam looks forward to college as not only another chance to expand his knowledge, but a place which will allow him to get to know himself beyond the walls of a lab or a classroom. He will have that opportunity when he matriculates at Stanford University. Please welcome our valedictorian, Adam Pahlavan.
There's no preparation for the real thing, but hello everyone. Thank you for the honor of being able to speak in front of you today. Unfortunately, I don't have the time to thank all the administrators, teachers, classmates, and family members who have supported me academically and socially along this incredible path, but I feel as if it would be an injustice if there wasn't one person that I thanked, and that's my mom, Pahlavan. Thank you, Mom, for being my biggest teammate and advocate and for being the first person to believe in me. And I owe everything I have, including this honor, to you. So, being named the valedictorian in this class has been perhaps the greatest honor of my life, but I'd like to start by setting something straight. I'm not the only student on this stage who worked hard for my grades. So many students standing here worked tirelessly to revise English essays, while sleep studying for history tests, and pursued mastery of some of the tools used to understand the natural world through math and science. I know you've all heard this phrase tossed around since freshman year, but I'll say it one last time. Jericho is actually a pretty special place in terms of the people it attracts, and I'm proud to graduate among 270 other students from the widest diversity of backgrounds, all united by the pursuit of academic excellence. Now, during my time in Jericho, some of the most important lessons I learned didn't come from textbooks or lecture notes, but rather from hallway or post-class conversations with other students and teachers. So today, I'll be sharing a piece of me with you, and I'll be sharing, in my opinion, the 5 most important pieces of advice I picked up during my time exploring Jericho High School. Number 1, in a few months, many of us will be entering college, and we may think we have a pretty good idea of what exactly we want to study. It may be your or your parents' dream for you to become a doctor, engineer, or lawyer. But Dr. DeMarinis once told me that our paths are often based on random and unforeseen, or as a mathematician might phrase it, non-deterministic forces. And it's important to always be open to change. Statistically speaking, most college students change their major at least 3 times before graduating. Life, in the end, is all about finding something you truly love doing and then getting someone to pay you to do it. And we owe it to ourselves to treat college as a laboratory to discover where our true passions may lie. Number 2, currently we all stand on the precipice of something new and exciting, whether it be college, a new environment, or new people. Most of us are approaching this change with a mixture of excitement, apprehension, and uncertainty. As you settle in, you might consider what band director Mr. Roselli once proclaimed in one of his famous sermons. There may not always be something to look forward to in life. The beauty is in the everyday grind. In other words, we should all seek out meaning in the everyday joys, trials, and tribulations of daily work itself, rather than only viewing our work as an insignificant commute to an end. Number 3, inevitably, we will all encounter setbacks in our journeys, and at the time, they may seem like impassable walls. At these times, you might consider what Jericho alumni Rishi Shah once told me in a gym locker room. If things aren't going your way, just keep working hard and something good will come up. This advice has taught me not to react to a bad test grade or contest loss by giving up, but rather by doubling down and working harder than I've ever worked before. Therefore, discovering, learning from, and fixing what went wrong the first time. Because as I've discovered, things generally have a way of turning around for the better if you are able to grow from your errors. Number 4, so my next piece of advice comes from the rather unconventional source of Reddit. All of us at some point in our lives will make mistakes, and my favorite piece of advice that I ever got from Reddit was the importance of learning to forgive yourself. Keep looking forward. and realize that to become the best version of yourself is always an active work in progress. And that progress will inherently entail slip-ups and deviations in order to grow. Now finally, number 5. My last piece of advice arose as a personal insight after a class discussion in Dr. Hartman's AP Literature class. Human nature tends to be naturally self-centered and comfort-seeking. Pursuing self-improvement can sometimes be a challenge, whether that be trying to motivate yourself to go to the gym every day or to review a less than stimulating textbook unit every night leading up to an exam. I found that the best way to motivate myself is always to embrace each task at hand, discover what is interesting about each job, and to try not to see it as an obligation or chore, but rather as a route to achieving personal progress. Living in a time in which so much of the world is facing life-threatening hardship and mere survival is a daily challenge, we are among the privileged population that gets to focus on the luxury of bettering ourselves. So I invite you to join me in utilizing this privilege by embracing the challenges ahead and seizing the opportunities to better not only ourselves, but also the world for others. With that said, cheers to the class of 2017. Be well, do good work, and don't forget to have some fun. Thank you.